What if I told you there was one thing that you can do to help with the sadness, the loneliness, and the grief you sometimes feel during the holidays? The holidays are supposed to be joyful and everyone busy and preparing for the holidays and Merry Christmas, merry, jingle, jolly, and bright. Isn't that what Christmas is? And yet you feel sad and lonely. You feel this grief. You dread that big day coming because there'll be an empty seat. Maybe you've lost a parent, a sibling, a spouse, even a child. And that grief seems to intensify this time of year. Maybe you're retired and there's not the, co-workers and planning the party. We used to dress up where I worked the whole week before Christmas. We had pajama day, and we had elf day, and we had, all these different days we would dress up and it would be fun and exciting, and it's not there anymore. And if you're retired, like I did, you don't have as much income. So, you have to maybe par down on the gifts. There's a lot to it. And it gets lonely. So what would you think I would tell you would be that one thing? Have gratitude, journal, self-care, volunteer, reach out to someone. Those are all really good things. And they can help. But the one thing I'm going to tell you to do is to embrace the feelings. Embrace the grief. Embrace the loneliness. Feel it. Really feel it. As humans, we fight that. We don't want to feel hurt. We don't want to feel the pain. So we avoid. And there's many ways to avoid it. I know, I mean, for me, I can go to bed for the day and watch Hallmark Christmas movies all day, which usually leaves me feeling lonely. Things are so different. And of course, Hallmark is it's that perfect season. Everything works out. Life's not like that. It's just not. The reason I tell you to embrace the grief, embrace the loneliness, and embrace the sadness is to process. Whatever you resist will persist. And so if you stuff it down, you avoid, you do other things, it will just sit there. And that's where the pain is. The pain doesn't come from letting go. It comes from hanging on. And the more you hang on to it, the deeper the pain. So process it. Sit in it. Find a quiet spot and embrace your feelings. Have you a good old cry. If you need to process some of this and you need a safe place to do it, I do one-on-ones. But there's freedom from that deep pain. Because when you let go, there's some acceptance and some resolution to just accept where you're at in your life. It just seems like everybody else is just happy and they're going about their way and they're planning and talking about, spending time with family. And, you're facing that, but there's going to be that empty spot, that spouse, that you lost. That best friend that you lost this last year, you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, Merry Christmas. The traditions, there's so many losses. But when we embrace that, we can get through to the other side. The psalmist said it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. He doesn't say hang out there. He says walk through. The only way to the other side is through. And the only way to get there is to embrace the grief, the loneliness, and the sadness. If you like what I share here, please subscribe, hit the like button. Maybe share this with someone you know that needs to hear it. And most of all, during this little messy embracing, just be you on purpose.